All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, Robert, you are the first one to join. Let me kill the audio over here. I was doing something earlier today, and let me get this going. All right, so we are up and we are running. I'm going to run the blur screen just for one quick second. Hopefully, yeah, that's pretty quick. That's good. Let me go over here. Go over here. And the Zoom invitations have been sent out. Oh, Greg Guy. Good golly, I forgot about you. Hey, Greg, how are you? I am sending it right now. Um, I didn't include you on the BCC, and I sat here and was like looking over the list. You know, like Santa, checking the list twice, making sure who's there, who's been naughty, and who's been nice. And boy, there's a couple across the line on that arena. Greg, you should be getting the link in your email. I just sent it. So I'm going to bring this up and got one participant, which is, I guess, me. Tony Wallow, good to see you. How are you? How's the audio and video, please? I may have to go get a watch just to go audio, visual, video, whatever. See, that bit went horribly bad. Pulled out my ACDC t-shirt tonight. I do still have my suspenders on. I just don't need them when I'm sitting down, so that's cool. So Tony says audio and video is fine, and I hope DVR is still good. I didn't do anything with that, so that should be good as well. Good. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to just go ahead and make that full screen for right. Whoa, that's super, super huge there. I don't know that I necessarily like that. So hopefully we get a few people in here. If not, we just move forward with whatever. Made it relatively close to the time I said between 10:30 and 10:45 with a couple people that had reached out and asked me. It would have been a lot sooner, but had to wait on Mrs. Ken. And then she wanted something to snack on, so we had to stop at the local convenience store to get her something to snack on. It'd be nice if she would have said something earlier today. I could have done it when I was out. Black Watch, volume is very low there. Okay, so let me go check the volume. That's a good possibility. So let me go over here. Okay, I'm just going to make an adjustment to the volume and check the video and the audio now. You should be seeing the rotating earth with my name. And this is a volume check or an audio check. Robert says it's still the same. So let me make one more adjustment. I'm just going to run this all the way up. And check 1, check 2. No change? Better now. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. I'll run this one up. I don't think that's going to make any difference whatsoever. But I'm going to run that one up. Man, I get a little bit of bounce. Now Tony is saying it's too loud. The video and the audio now, you should be seeing the... That's either going to be Greg Guy or Gary Wiesenberger. I don't know which one. I'm messing with my audio functioning in OBS. What about now, Tony? How does that sound in the YouTube stream?
It's not me.
I'm jumping over to Zoom. I got same here, better now, and loud. So let's move this one back just a little bit. And I'll move that one back just a tad bit. I'll come over here and go back to full screen. Hey, Greg, how are you?
I was half asleep on the couch.
Well, after last night when we talked until the cows came home or the sun came up, one or the other, that's to be expected.
I went to bed about 4 a.m. and got up about noon. Had to go to Wally World.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention. I went to bed shortly after I ended it, and I got up the first time around 6 with the leg cramp, and then I got up the second time around 8 with the leg cramp, and then about 10 with the leg cramp. I said, you know what? I'm just going to stay up. And I called the VA, and I said, okay, this has got to stop. And they called me back at the most inopportune moment. I was trying to do a Zoom private conversation with someone, and I
saw your Alex video earlier today.
Yeah, I was happy with how that turned out. I'm hoping he joins us. If he don't, I understand it. He had a big day. Overall, I was really pleased how he did. He's got some things to do and learn, but we all do.
Yeah.
So Tony Wallow, turn yours down. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the audio balanced out. I played with it earlier today because of the Alex thing we were doing. But we accomplished everything we set to accomplish. He did Zoom. He did TeamViewer. And he did a live stream all on his own. And he made some adjustments on my computer for me, which was much appreciated. I was really pleased with how it went. Someone shut off my...
Get your Amazon order fixed?
Pardon?
You get your Amazon order fixed?
I don't know. I hope so. We'll find out on the 9th. It's either going to come here or go to my son's.
Yeah, I got some humidifier filters I ordered about 10 or 12 days ago, and they finally arrived at my local post office. I'll be here tomorrow.
So that might be BH Ringer.
It might be.
That might be. Yep. Okay. How are you?
Good, man.
Good.
Yourself?
Loud and clear.
How you doing, Greg?
Good. How about yourself? It's cold.
Hanging in.
It's cold here. It's down to 31 already.
We are currently oh, come on.
At least that's what the Weather Channel on Windows 10 says.
Last I looked, we were at 40, but the wind is blowing in. The wind chill factor is pretty cold. We are currently 40 degrees. Going to get down to 23, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. There's Robert. Boy, long time no see you. There's Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Yep. Hey.
Good to see you.
Yep.
No granddaughter tonight?
She's at her brother's baseball practice.
All right. Robert, how are you? Robert's muted. I don't know if he can hear us.
There we
or not.
go. I'm good.
There he goes. Awesome. Night off? Day off?
Finally.
There's Matthew
6
Kemp.
days straight.
You got a 6 days straight?
No, I just got through doing it.
Oh, I thought you were off for 6 straight days. Yeah,
I wish.
yeah, well, you should be having pull a 6-day stint. You should be off for 6 days. Let me go send one more, or make sure. Hi, Matthew Kemp. Good to see you again. He's joining us in the chat room. Tony's got to go ahead and let us know it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit in Oceanside, California. Or not? You're not in Oceanside. You're in. Okay, Tony, help me out. Seaside? No, wait a minute. Oceanside's up by Escondido. Yeah, you're in Seaside. You're down by in the Monterey neck of the woods. Man, I'm getting old. Send out one more time here.
Yeah, I made some adjustments on my monitor on the brightness and the. Man, it is just beautiful now. I got it from a friend of my son's, and they were gaming, so they probably had it up real bright. Colors are much richer now.
You know, I tend to not mess with those things because once I start messing with them, man, it just throws me off. And hey, Sam, how are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Good. You got school today or uni?
I did, but no teachers joined today because we're all finishing up our work.
Good. So, Robert, I need to get with you later. There's no rush. I'm going to set up security cameras, I believe, outside, and I want to tap your brain on that a little bit. So it gives you a heads up on what that's about. I just sent out invitations to Darren, Gary, and Alex, even though I thought I did the first time around. I don't know. I'm old. It's been a long day. So there's Alex. Good. So I put a link into the notes. And hey, Alex.
Hey.
Good to see you again. I put a link into the notes to Alex's channel. Check out today's video. Alex connected to my computer. He did some work for me on the computer. He did a Zoom session. He did a live stream of what he was doing. And he did a good job. Real good job. Turned out really well. So check him out. If you need some work done, get a hold of him. He'll be Doug Betts Jr., so to speak. Okay? He did good. He really did. So, don't have any one particular topic subject picked out for tonight. I would like to play B.H. Ringer's music, but I don't want to get a copyright violation. So, I probably won't do that. He sent me...
Yeah, I have an Only in Las Vegas story for you.
Okay. Wait, am I involved?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I don't know. You could be. There's a small airline here. Flies small aircraft. For $1,000 will officially let you become a member of the Mile High Club.
I seen that earlier on one of the things I was scrolling through, and I wanted to go
I don't
back.
remember what their name is, but crazy thing.
Yeah.
$995.
Just to fly.
Fly you around a mile up.
And it will never be
While
on.
you have a good time.
Exactly. And it'll never be on YouTube, will it? No, never. Never.
I flew in a C-5A Galaxy Starlifter from Philly, I think it was, to Spain and then to Bahrain.
But that was fun.
There's only 2 of us on there. It was cold.
Well, I mentioned being on the C-130 and how the accommodations of the heating and the seating and the bathroom, and boy, that was just top-notch luxury right there.
Oh yeah,
So,
those netted seats.
Yeah. Cargo net.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Tony says nice. Check it out, Tony. There's a link in the show notes there, or the notes below, with Wondershare, DaVinci Resolve, and OBS, I believe. So, Alex, how do you think today went? Let's get your opinion on this.
I think it went very good for my first time doing all this. And like I said, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard to actually do the streaming and the Zoom and all day because I'm used to all that. I was just didn't know how my upload would be able to handle it.
And it handled it quite well, I think. Now, have you gone back and watched the stream?
Yes, actually I did. I just.
And was I right? Is the audio there?
Yes, it is. And when you said, go into your OBS and turn on your desktop audio or whatever.
Right.
I was able to tell that did increase your volume like you said before, so.
Yes,
But
Blackwatch, the mile.
The live video that you put on your channel is horribly echoey.
I'll have to check it out. Do you know which one it was?
It's the Monday afternoon test or something.
Okay.
On your channel.
Right.
It's.
Okay, I'll look into it. Okay. Thank you. Yes, Blackwatch. It's called the Mile High Club. I didn't read the article, and now I know it's out of Las Vegas, so may have to plan a trip to Vegas. I don't know. Wonder how the boss would feel about that. No. So those of you that weren't around this afternoon, it looks like they're going to force the employees where my wife works to get the vaccination. 2 exemptions, one's medical, one's religion, and I don't see either one of those going to.
Are you for it or against it, or is that too political for this?
It's not political in my mind. I don't get a flu shot, and I've been lambasted by doctors for not getting a flu shot, but I've never had the flu.
I haven't had one since I left the Navy in '94.
Exactly. Thank you. Do I have the vaccination for COVID? No. Am I gonna get it? I don't know yet. Do I know people that's got COVID? Yes. My son caught it or had it. I don't honestly know. The VA. Hey, Greg, do you go to the VA for medical very much?
I haven't used anything. Nothing.
Smarter than I am. Last time I went, they asked me 3 times. 2 of the 3 respected my no, and the third one was like, "You're gonna get the vaccination." I'm like, "No, I'm not." But I see it being forced upon us. Actually, I really do.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go get my shot here in the next couple of days. I keep saying that for weeks. I waited because I wanted to see if there were any reactions from it, because they developed it pretty quick.
Sure. Well, I got one the other day, and I haven't noticed anything wrong yet. I feel pretty good, actually. Every now and then I kind of stutter a little bit, but I like it. Overall, it's pretty good. You guys are a tough crowd tonight. Okay, so let me scratch that joke. Never do COVID shaking joke again. Got it.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Gary.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. That can't be Gary. There was no echoing. Yeah, go back, do it again. Unacceptable.
To interrupt, but I don't know how much you were speaking of it. As I say to my wife, I can make fun of you, but I've actually had the 2 Pfizer shots.
You make fun of me. I'm good. That's fine.
I had a little reaction on the first one, but not as bad on the second. But
so, what was the reaction, if you don't mind us asking, or me asking?
I mean, let's put it this way: it was like a bad case of the flu.
Okay.
That's what I've heard.
I mean,
I think it depends.
Jeff,
on
you got
body chemistry.
You got fully vaccinated, right, Jeff?
Yep, my daughter and my wife and I all had the 2 Moderna shots, and none of us had any reaction.
But then
However, our family doctor, and I don't know which one he got, I think it was Moderna, said he had a reaction on the second shot.
But didn't you catch COVID after getting fully vaccinated?
Yes, but my doctor told me it would have been much worse had I not had the vaccine,
Right.
and I believe him.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that.
So, I mean, I didn't lose the smell or taste. My primary concern for most of it was I had sinus congestion with an accompanying headache.
no.
At one point in time, towards the last few days of it, I did have shortness of breath. I had low oxygen levels for a few days.
That's not good.
We have one of these things you stick on your finger that measures oxygen level.
Oximeter.
Yeah, and our doctor has wanted me to have that because of my wife's conditions.
Right.
And so I used it. My lowest oxygen level was around 80, which is pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got through all of it. My daughter caught it, and she'd been fully vaccinated, but her symptoms were relatively mild. So,
I have a couple of friends who've taken the booster,
Yep.
second set basically, and both of them said they wanted to take the flu shot, and both of them say they were sick as dogs because they took them the same day. And I have another friend that took just the COVID, the booster, the third shot, and he didn't have as much as the first time reaction to it.
I expect to take the booster at some point. My doctor advised me to wait a while since I actually have had it.
So are they also giving regular flu shots this year as in addition to COVID?
I got mine in the first week of September.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know if it's everybody, but it seems that if you take them together, it's not great. But that's just observation.
And both
But
my
yes.
wife and I had it early in September, and we just had whatever you might call the normal reaction to getting a flu shot. A little bit of a sore arm.
Sore arm, yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
you didn't take them together, did you? Or the third
No.
one? Yeah.
No.
You know,
Greg, did you say that you're worried, not worried, but you thought about how close the only took a year to come out with the vaccine?
Yeah, I was concerned what kind of reactions people would have because they pushed
Yeah.
it pretty quick.
I mean, I don't have it, but HIV took 20 years to get anything near a vaccine, and it's a virus too.
Right.
How did they do it in a year? Scares the hell out of me at times.
yeah,
I
Black.
took them.
I'm going to answer a
Technology
quick
is the
question
only
real
thing I
quick.
can think of.
Blackwatch asked, do I have subscriber mode on? I do. I set it tonight to subscriber, and you have to be a subscriber for at least 1 week. And we'll see how that goes. Getting kind of frustrated with some of these people that jump in and bomb us.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes tonight. I don't
Just
expect
to-
to see Laconic. I don't expect to see Allie. I don't expect to see Mr. Old Don. I don't expect to see any of them. So
Google Eyes.
Mr.
Well, if you get bombed after this, it will certainly limit the number who come in and bomb you, and that'll be relatively easy.
right to weed them out.
to
I
take
looked
care
up
of-
Google Eyes or whatever his name is, and I don't see much there other than some gaming stuff and maybe just gaming stuff. I don't know. Maybe I was looking at the wrong channel. I don't know. I really hope Doug gets him on. Seriously. You know, even if the guy comes in and he's got a voice modulator and he's got a curtain in front of him, that would be all right. You know? But I think Doug was pretty, what's the word I want here? Pretty clear about, you got to be a real person. I got to be able to see you. Instead of, you know, blocking yourself out or putting a picture up or whatever. So we'll see.
My question is,
Yeah, Blackwatch, be my ally.
because I can see coming in and being me and being an idiot at times, but I can't see coming in as being the idiot. You know what I mean? I would think you have something better to do.
He might be smarter than that. He might just be playing dumb.
Yeah, you
No,
never
but-
know. You
It
know.
reminds me of somebody throw a rock through your window for no reason.
Yeah,
Not because they're dumb, but just, you know.
yeah, yeah.
When we were talking about the shots a few minutes ago, when I was on the aircraft carrier, the Kennedy, and we were pulling into Rio de Janeiro, they went through all our medical records. So I went down there to get my shots because I'd been on shore duty at Subbase Groton, Connecticut for 3 years. You know, it's not my responsibility to go in there and say, hey, do I need shots? That's
No.
the medical people's responsibility to tell you to come in and get your shots. Well, I went down there. They said, roll up your sleeve. And I figured I'm going to get one, maybe two at the most. I got 6. When they hit me with that 6th one, I was out black as can be, waking up on the gurney a few minutes later.
Did they do 6 different shots or just 6?
6 different shots.
Oh, shit. Oh, pardon me. Yeah.
So, yeah, can you imagine? I mean, we all joke about the military and their health care and especially active duty, how maybe incompetent it may or may not be. But can you imagine, okay, Greg, we're going to give you 3 shots, 6 shots later. Hey, did anybody give me the second dose of the different stuff, or was that 6 doses of the same thing? They did use different arms, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. I
Well,
mean,
you
can you
guys
imagine?
were
Go
in-
ahead.
Yeah, one
They
shot in
put you-
each arm.
Well, they used to use the gun.
Yeah.
When I was drafted, I remember getting an air gun in each arm at the same time. I still have tiny holes in each arm
Yeah.
where that occurred, and there were like 4 shots in each arm. I
Well,
think.
supposedly the gun was non-needles; it was air. Supposedly.
Right, but I mean, it just blasted it through your skin.
Yeah.
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 And I remember I got 1 shot with a needle, had 8 with the guns and 1 with the needle. I don't
Can we talk
remember
about
what was
anything else?
what.
Can we talk about anything else?
Sure. What would you like to talk about?
Getting run over by a truck? I don't know.
Let's see. Last time I got run over by a truck. Oh yeah, the last time I was run over by a truck, that was not too bad actually. But then when I went to
You
the
boys are-
dispensary, them 6 shots that I got, whew, man, that hurt.
I remember when I came back from Nam when Nixon pulled out all the troops, pulled us out early. The whole division came back, and they processed us out through San Francisco, and it was so crowded, sleeping on pool tables and stuff like that, and they had to do a blood test. They hit me with that blood test, man, I was out. Same thing.
Greg, seems to me like you might have a problem with needles.
I don't like them, but I don't love them.
Yeah, I
So
hate
did
'em.
Nixon pull out all at one time, or did he pull out a few times?
And I had to get a blood test before I got married when I was stationed over in Bahrain. So I went over to the medical office and I told him about it. Man, he hit me, he drew that blood. I was out like a light.
Yep.
Okay,
We
that's
have
not a
that
lot
in
of
common
shots.
too. I've passed out a couple times when they stuck the old needle in my arm, and I told the last time it happened was in California, and I told the nurse that this is not going to go well. You'll be all right, honey. It wasn't all right. And from what I understand, Lorna was about ready to kill the nurse. So, that's one of those moments you wanted to get videoed. Why couldn't we had Instagram then and Twitch then and some of the things we have now? Because that would have been a great moment to have.
Yeah, I was sitting in one of those little wooden chairs, the school chairs that you got to kind of slide in.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting better at the needle stuff, though. The lady that draws my blood for my lab, she's pretty good. And I'm getting real good about sticking my fingers check my blood sugar. I haven't found any volunteers yet to do that for me, so I got to do it myself.
Can't you go to that Dexcom or one of those monitors? You haven't heard
Nope.
about them?
Stick you for it.
Nope.
I don't mind sticking you.
Nope. That is wrong on so many levels, Gary. No, Greg, I can't because I'm type 2 diabetic, and hopefully I'll never get to that point. Until I can't control it, they won't do it. I asked him about getting a different medication, and my doctor said they'll never approve that because it's too costly. So, once
Now,
again,
what are those things that they stick on your arm?
Yeah.
I mean, I see those advertised.
Yep.
Is there actually like a needle associated with that's going in?
Oh, sure there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah. My 16-year-old
assume.
niece is a type 1 diabetic, and she wears one of those. And one time she put it on her arm, right here on her arm, and then we watched all of a sudden blood starts running down, and somehow she had not got it where it was supposed to be. And instead of sticking and being where it needed to be, it missed and it was bleeding down her arm. So they called the company. That's what they say to do, is call the company. And, well, look, my intern's bringing me coffee. Hi, intern. How are you tonight?
Intern your ass.
Intern my ass. You know this is a family program, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Intern my ass. Are you and Gary plotting something?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I have a nephew who's a type 1. And he had this thing he wore in his abdomen for a while, a pump.
Yeah.
And
Tony.
then for some reason he quit using that. I'm not sure why.
It would be great. I would like to not have to stick myself, at all. That would, because they say after a while you forget about it. But when they called, they said, "Oh, just take it off and put it back on again." Well, that's kind of a dumb thing to do. It was defective, actually. They did find out later that specific one was defective.
Only thing I don't like about needles is that I have a lot of scarring in my arm. I used to donate blood for years and years.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of scarring right here in the arm. So it's hard to get a needle in there sometimes now. And, a couple of times when I was in the hospital, They end up sticking it in my hand, on the back of my hand. And that is never comfortable for me.
You know, you got myself, Alex, and Sam looking peaked.
Oh, stop talking about plunk. No, in all sincerity, when I was going to school to be a medical assistant, the instructor said, I can give you a shot and you'll never know it, and I'll take a volunteer.
There are some good nurses.
So my idiot butt said, I'll try that because of my phobia of needles and whatnot. Never knew she gave me the shot. And there's a trick
I
to
had
it.
a doctor, and I had bronchitis or something. He said, "You want pills or a shot?" And I said, "Pills." He said, "Take the shot." And what he did is he stood over me talking, "Hi, Gary, blah, 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 and he had his thumb on my hip where he was going to give the shot. And he was kind of pushing. It didn't hurt because it was the size of your thumb. He pulled it off and said, "Oh, shoot, I'm not going to do it." And when he did it, he gave me the shot. I didn't feel it because he got the thumb size there, the little needle,
Yeah, well, the trick is, nobody pass out here, okay? If this is the needle's got a bevel, and if you can see the bevel, if your eye can see the eye of the needle, it's called eye to eye, they will not feel the shot. If you don't see it, they're going to feel that shot. It's just, and that was demonstrated too, and believe me, I felt the second shot.
Yeah, that's like them penicillin shots they gave us in the service.
Oh, let's go down this road, Greg. Let's talk about them penicillin shots. Was this after or before a night in the Ville?
Okay, let me ask you about that.
Sorry, Greg. Never mind. Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, when I was a kid, once upon a time, I came down with something. It was on Christmas Day.
What were we doing on Christmas Eve?
Emergency room. And the nurse gave me a penicillin shot in the butt. Okay, and my dad had been a medical technician in the Army during the war. And so he had some experience giving shots and that sort of thing. And he claimed the nurse put it in the wrong quadrant of my hip. He said what he was taught was that you divided the hip into 4 quadrants.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one particular quadrant you were supposed to use for the shot. And he said she put it in the wrong one. And as a consequence, the damn thing really hurt like hell. And I was on my knees looking backwards in the seat going home after that. In those days, we didn't have seat belts or whatever,
Yeah.
And all of that.
Oh, sure.
And
Let's get me in trouble for admitting we didn't have seat belts in those days. And we rode in the back of pickup trucks standing up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been there, done that too. That's
Oh, yeah. I mean,
With the dog.
So, did you learn anything like that when you were in nurses training or med
no.
tech training?
No,
or
the only
whatever?
thing we learned about shots is to make sure that your eye sees its eye, and you don't. You just okay. I'm going to give it a shot, and you're done. And whoever was mentioning the distraction works really good. It's just like a magician. If I can get you looking over here, while I'm doing something over here, you're good to go.
I got a story for you. My son, I'm going to say 6 or 8, young. And Christmas Eve, that's why when Jeff was saying it hit one. But I was sick. We were sick as dogs, but I was taking him to the doctor, and I said, just take him and forget about it. Well, his regular doctor, pediatrician, was closed. My doctor was closed. We found another doctor that my wife's friend knew. And we went in. Yeah, he had bronchitis. You give him penicillin, right? Just like Jeff was talking.
Yep.
Well, the lady said, "We'll give you penicillin." I said, "Well, I'm allergic to penicillin." She just said, "We'll give," and I forget what it was, but we'll give this to you. And I said, "Okay, I don't want it," but I was sick.
Amoxicillin?
I don't remember. I mean, it's only been 45 years. Give me a break. I don't know.
Amoxicillin, that refrigerated pink stuff.
Yeah.
But no, the joke is the nurse decided to give us both penicillin. And she found out that I was allergic to it.
The hard way.
The hard way.
Yeah.
They actually called the ambulances, the 911 and everything else because I passed out and couldn't breathe.
Yeah. And you almost have
And I
to
said
wonder
it-
sometimes, you tell the person, hey, look, this is going to happen. And because, you know, they go, well, I got 45 years of experience. And
Yeah.
in my 45 years, this is, oops, it happened, you know.
And the doctor heard me say it, so she wrote it down. And all she could, I mean, she told me later, all I could see was my practice. Because I said it, there was no maybe about it.
Well, it's curious. The doctors won't listen sometime.
Yeah.
Way back in the 1980s, sometime, I had a reaction to an anti-inflammatory called Nalfon. It was one of those things down in the fine print of all of the possible reactions, and I became clinically depressed for a while. And
Wow.
so anyway, but got over that. They gave me some antidepressant, and that made my heart beat fast. Then they gave me something to slow my heart down. Anyway, worked my way off all of that stuff, and then later on, I guess we were doing some work on the house, and I was out digging a ditch for a foundation, holding a pick like this, and got essentially tennis elbow or something like that. So I go back to the same doctor and gave me the other stuff. And he wanted to give me another anti-inflammatory. And I said, is this related to what you gave me earlier that I had the reaction to? And he says, oh, no, it's it'll be fine. So I go to the pharmacy and I asked the pharmacist. And he said, yeah, it's a derivative of the same
The
parent
same,
drug.
right.
So
Yeah.
I go back to the doctor and I tell him this. And he said, well, I had it a few weeks ago for something I had and didn't hurt me. And I'm going, what
But
the hell?
everybody's blood chemistry is different.
Yeah.
And
Not
so
you, yeah.
So,
I told him, well, I'll go home. I'll take a little aspirin. I know I can tolerate that.
did you
But
get
it's
rid
just,
of
I
that
mean, it
doctor?
just-
Did you get rid of that doctor afterwards? Yeah, I would have too, because if the doctor's experimenting your medication on him first, that's a concern.
Well, I mean, he needed it
Well, sure,
for
I
a
know. But,
reason, but it's just, I mean, you aren't me.
right.
I mean-
No.
So
No.
I guess, well, in fact, I didn't have to get rid of him. He left the practice and moved to some other state, which was fine by me.
We probably moved to a commune or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most of the other doctors I've had since then, fortunately, have listened to what I tell them.
I found that my experience with medical doctors, the doctors themselves, the true college trained, years of experience doctors, most of them were idiots. And the physician assistants, those were the people you wanted to talk to. I had a little thing on my elbow. It was about the size of a $50, and it was about, I don't know, 1.5 inches tall. So you can imagine it was ugly as sin. The first diagnosis was riding up to Seoul to go to the hospital. Cellulite. Well, I'm not, at that time I had no medical training whatsoever, but I knew it wasn't cellulite. But they thought it was, so cool. The next one was something different. The next one was something different. So one Saturday, the PA at our local clinic was pretty good friends with most of us, and he said, you know what, I'll get rid of that for you. He goes, it might hurt for a moment, because I'll get rid of it. He goes, come into the clinic, we'll take care of it. So they held my arm up like this. One of my buddies put pressure on it like this. He took a scalpel and he goes, now this might, and whatever was in there shot up to the ceiling. It was about, I don't know, 3 inches in length and green. But you know what? Whatever it was, that arm, the swelling went away and it never bothered me again. To
Not
this
to be
day,
discussed, but was it a pimple-like thing? or-
no. Everyone suspected that I had been bitten by something and that was growing inside my arm. And I'm like, we're not going down that road. That'll just play havoc with my brain. Let's just say whatever it was, it's gone and it's fine. So, but the doctors could not figure it out. And here, this guy took it upon himself. And no, there was no alcoholic beverages consumed drinking prior to cutting my arm. Let's clarify that.
Well, I guess I've been fortunate. When we moved to Vegas 20 years ago, it was hard to find a good doctor here. Things have improved quite a bit, but we've also had 2 good physician assistants.
Yeah, yeah. There's
My wife needed an infection control doctor, and so we were referred to this place. And she was seen by a lady who's a physician's assistant, and it was done very well by her. And then a few years ago, I got a skin infection and went to a quick care place, and the antibiotics they gave me just didn't do it. I ended up in the hospital for 3 weeks on 3 different IV antibiotics to get rid of this thing. Well, when it came back, as it happened, my wife had an appointment with this lady physician's assistant who was the infection control. And I said, would you be able to see me for something I've got? And she said, yeah. And she saw me like 48 hours later. And she knew just exactly what to do. Gave me a specialty antibiotic for skin infections. It was very expensive. Copay was $600.
Ooh.
But it cured it in about 4 days. And so, and I've had one more recurrence since, no, two more recurrences since then. And the stuff she recommended has handled it. So I've been fortunate in that regard.
I've been lucky, I guess. I got out of the Navy in August of '94. I have not been to the hospital since then.
Well, it's kind of weird. The last 15 years I worked, I never missed a day of work due to illness. I had a cold maybe, but
Yeah.
nothing real bad. And
Same
since
here.
I've retired, I seem to have a lot of crap going on. Not regularly, but now and again.
94 was the year I was born.
that had to come from Alex.
Yep, just a
Yes,
young pup
it
here.
was. It was me.
Well, guys, I got to sneak off. I got to help my wife with some medication. She's got a CT scan tomorrow. I got to take something ahead of time.
Oh, yeah.
So I will hang it up for this evening, but want to stop in long enough to say hello.
We all understand and hope things go well with her tomorrow.
Well, no, it's just a regular thing. The cardiologist we use wants us each to have a CT scan about every 18 months to 2 years. They've got a fancy CT machine that can actually image the arteries on your heart while it's beating. It's that fast.
Oh, sounds expensive.
I'm having one of those tomorrow myself, Jeff.
Yep.
A CT angio.
Yep. And they do a little stress test now, and they give you something to simulate stress so that you don't have to walk on the damn treadmill anymore.
That's good.
So,
Do they
Anyway.
inject her with a dye real quick before you go?
what's that?
Do they inject her with a dye before they do that?
Yeah, and she's had a reaction to iodine-based contrast dye in the past, so they gave her some antihistamine starting the day beforehand.
Did it help?
Yep. She hadn't
Okay.
had any problems since they did that. She didn't have a bad reaction, but she had some swelling at the injection site.
Oh,
on her
I
arm.
had a horrible reaction, but because they wanted to do a stress test on me, and they said it was going to be the one like what you described, and I said, "Are you giving me a dye?" And they said, "Yes." I said, "You're not giving me a stress test." And they asked me why, and I told them, and they said, "Well, at this time, we're not doing the old-fashioned get on the treadmill stress test." And I said, "Well, at this time, I'm not taking a stress test." And that was a year and a half ago, and apparently, I'm not under any stress. Or wait, I could be. All right. Let us know how it goes, Jeff.
Yeah, everybody's a little different. I mean,
Oh, sure.
we all can have reactions to different things. It depends on body chemistry.
Yep, that's true.
You know.
Well,
Well,
go
they
take,
did a stress
well-
test on me. They
go
showed
take
me
care of
the
her.
go-ahead.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, maybe, if you're
Oh,
on.
it ends in a
Okay.
Y.
All right, take care.
All right, Jeff. Good night.
Here.
All the best, Jeff.
Hey, Ken. They did a stress test on me. They showed me the bill ahead of time. No, that was a joke.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't that bad.
The bill or the
Plus
stress
it's clean.
test?
The bill.
Okay.
Actually, I did have a CT scan. It was like $6,000.
Pretty pricey. I'm still waiting for the day when I walk in and they just scan me with the tricorder like on Star Trek and tell me what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty interesting. I mean, we're close now if you think about it. We put things on our fingers for oxygen. I mean, who would have thought you put something on your finger to see how your lungs are functioning?
I still don't understand that one. Yeah.
We take a laser beam and we shoot it at our foreheads to get our temperature. What else do we do? Did they come up with
Take a gun
anything?
and shoot it to our neighbors.
Yeah, really. Did they come up with anything for our memory yet? Let's see. I better ask my intern.
I forget.
Yeah.
I forget.
Let me ask my intern if I took my memory pill tonight.
The only time I
So-
went to the hospital in the Navy was when I was stationed here. I'd get numbness in my lower calf. So they sent me up to Andrews. I drove up there. They put me on the table and pulled my legs up, or my pants up, and put these little pads on me. And they ran electricity through my legs.
Oh yeah. I've had that. That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh man, that
Oh,
hurt.
The
EMG.
I think that's
EMG.
what-
I've had
yeah.
several of those.
Yeah, I've had one. Have you had the one yet where they're checking the blood flow, and it's like a blood pressure. They put the cuffs on your arm and they run it, and they put it on your other arm and they run it. Those aren't too bad. When they do it on your hamstring, that muscle is so big they have to put so much pressure on that. I was in tears. I mean, I was begging her to stop. I was like, name your price. We're not doing the left leg. Yes, we are. No, we're not.
You know, I had one like similar to that. You know, they threatened me.
They
said if
threatened
you
you?
don't do both, they said if you don't do both, they won't pay for the first one.
Wow.
And I actually met Joe.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I've had the ones that Greg was describing. Those were fun. You get on the treadmill and you got all those things hooked up. Okay, start. Whoa, okay,
Then they hit the button and the juice goes through.
Yeah,
your
it
legs.
does.
Damn.
Yeah, it does. So I see I'm not the only guinea pig in the world. That's good to know. I mean, sometimes it feels that way. So who said they were born in '94? Was that Alex or
Me.
Sam? Was
Yeah,
that
me.
you? Okay.
That was me.
Children.
Yeah, really.
Sam was probably born in 2000.
I was born in 91.
Oh, I was close.
You want a real thrill, have a cystoscopy.
The who?
Cystoscopy. Cystoscopy.
I'll Google that and look it up later, but it just sounds horrible.
Where they send the camera down your throat.
Well, I've had that.
No, no. It's another orifice that you probably don't want one shoved in.
Oh, it's similar to a colonoscopy then.
Yeah.
Well, opposite end.
Or maybe not the colonoscopy.
Yeah, my
No, it's
second-
just the reverse, so to
Yeah,
speak.
yeah.
I had a bleeding ulcer, and they went down and they cauterized it with the scope.
When I got my colonoscopy done here about 2 months ago, I told him, yeah, if you want to do it, fine, but you will knock me out. I'm not going to be awake. Oh, you won't be awake. Man, that was some good drugs there, because... What are we listening to, Alex? Oh, you got the recording from my colonoscopy. Okay, good. So, am I going to catch any violations on this?
I don't think
Violation of what?
I
so.
caught one for somebody playing 14 seconds of Led Zeppelin. I caught one for...
Handed a 24-volt grill.
It's just sound effect.
How do you... We'll get together and you'll have to show me how you do that. But I caught one for 2 instances of free copyrighted music, which I still don't understand.
How I do what?
Make just the sound. Share just
Oh,
the sound.
it's just you hit your screen share button and then
Mhm.
hit advanced and then hit computer audio, and that will only make your audio come through Zoom instead of your screen
Okay.
and audio. You can also put a PowerPoint. You can also do a PowerPoint or just a portion of your screen or video or a second
Yeah,
camera.
between you and BH Ringer, he's pretty quick at finding things too and playing them. I have to get the website he uses.
Probably use a hotkey.
Could be, yeah. Yeah,
No,
Tony says copyright. Yeah, I mean, I get one, I get one. You know.
Yeah, but there's ways around that.
Well, sure there is, but
BW way. But what you do is you play it for like 15 seconds and talk about it for 2 minutes.
something along those lines. But I watched some video earlier tonight where they were not talking about it. They were singing the song, and it's still up and running. So that did they get the threat if they're going to mute it and whatever? I don't know.
Well, from what I have read about this one, Sirius, is they don't mind if you play it as long as you don't get the money, and they do.
That's true. That's very true.
If you were getting paid for it tonight, they got all your money. They didn't get some of it; they got all of it.
Right. Well, yeah.
Just use copyright-free music.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me show you something here.
I heard somebody tell you that, Ken.
What, to use copyright-free music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that somewhere. So
Yeah, a lot of it on YouTube.
I'm doing this backwards. Let me go this route. Oh, come on.
What are you showing us?
Give me just a second. All right, now I can do this.
Anybody watching that Anthrax on National Geographic?
No, I'm listening to the Filipino stuff in the background. Okay, so go to content here. Can you guys see channel content?
Yep.
And then I scroll down through here and I go, I'm going to make this 50. Make sure I find the first one here. Oh, it's live. I got to go to live. My fault. So here's the first one, copyright claim. I click on see details, and it's Whole Lot of Love, Led Zeppelin remastered for 14 seconds on behalf of Atlantic Records. Big deal. And then I'm scrolling down through here.
What is Atlantic Records going to do? Pay a lawyer $50,000 to come back to you for $1.50?
Probably.
No, they're
I
going to
honestly
go against
don't know.
YouTube for $50,000.
So here's another one, Green Onions, Booker T and the MGs, from 55 to 32. So what's that? 27 seconds or 37 seconds. Okay, so
no,
here's what I did. Okay, I hit it, played it again, and now I hear it. Can you guys hear it? I'm gonna get violent. You might. I don't. And now I hear it. Can you guys hear it?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not joking, but what'll happen theoretically is they're not going to come against Ken. They're going to come against YouTube.
Well, hang on. This gets better.
In other words, the person with the deep pockets.
Copyright claim. So this was from August of this year. So see details. The story of Wendy. I have listened to this over and over and over again, and it's 13 seconds from Cobalt Music, and I cannot hear anything on this. Nothing. But
what is the story of Wendy?
Beats the hell out of me because can you guys hear it? 0.0.
No.
Okay, there we go.
No, I can't.
What I wanted to see. So, yeah, I know why. I think. Hold on. So I want to share the sound. Share. Okay, so who are now this one mind boggles me, and I
10 seconds.
Well, that's not what bothers me. This is We Are Who We Are by Keisha. Who is I don't know who Keisha is, so I'm not going to use any of her or his music. This is Doug Betts' screen that I was showing in the background with his permission. So when you play it,
no, he's playing it.
I'm guessing maybe he was, but now it almost made me think somebody's gone in there and put that in because I don't know who this person is. Number one.
Oh, she's big time rap. Seriously.
Is she really?
I don't know who she is, but I know it from my
So here's another one, copyright claim. The Rolling Stones, Sympathy for the Devil, and I gotta admit, it was there.
What is that? 3 seconds? 8 seconds.
About 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, from 113 to 116.
Oh, you're right. I saw the seconds. My mistake.
So that one's legit. I'm good with that. I don't have any issues with that one. I'll claim that one. I'll own that. And come down here. Copyright claim. See details. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had so many that day on this video that I can't even play them. But I probably did.
Would you play a Beatles album or something?
No, I was playing from the movie, oh shoot, Across the Universe, when it came out a few years back. Awesome soundtrack. Awesome soundtrack.
Hold your hand until it's discovered, let it be.
Yeah, I mean, I'll own that one too, but I wish I could have played him. And then down here, another one coming up. Right here, I think it is. See details. Dark Cinematic Hollywood Action Trailer. This is it right here. See, I screwed up a setting because now the transitions is like taking one of my first videos, by the way, and it shouldn't be doing that. No, that's good. I think I'm going to change this one. I got that off of a free advertised copyright-free music, and I like that particular soundbite. So that was one. This is two. Same person, same soundbite. And then, if I remember correctly, was the third one. Oh no, this was the same one. I don't get it.
Well, if you play a trailer, you can actually get away with it if it's a real trailer to a movie. Because they want you to play the trailer. Ooh, look, this is a great movie because, whatever.
Oh, here. This one, this is like, I believe, my first one. I've been banned in 3 countries. Syria, Iran, and I forget the third one. And this is what got me banned.
Some territories. Now this one you're going to have 14 different.
I'm going to get a bunch for tonight, but
Yeah.
Oh well. I'll tell them somebody else was running the controls tonight. I was not home. Dave Matthews crashed into me. It's good.
Tell them somebody hacked into your system.
Gary Wiesenberger, he hacked in earlier today, and he's catching all the blame for this. Oh, hey, Gary, didn't see you were there.
I'll play blues. Nice.
Yeah, I like Dave Matthews. All new. This was a TV show. I'm not going to show that one because I know that's not going to fly.
And Marching Ants was a good song.
Yeah, well, I like all of his music. So, I've learned. Apparently not. I just showed them all. I'm going to catch them all tomorrow. But it is what it is.
Hey, can I try something?
Yeah, go ahead. Should I keep YouTube mute? Go ahead. I don't care. Yeah, go right ahead.
It's fine. It's nothing. It's nothing. I'm just gonna try something.
I'm gonna catch up with chat while you're setting it up. We hear you in YouTube. Yeah, Matthew. I know. I knew you would, and that's fine. There is YouTube's got a library for your music, and we're looking at a PowerPoint.
Yeah, Zoom's got a feature where you can share PowerPoint. I just want to see how that would work. It's just the Microsoft default, PowerPoint talking about about what you can do, the features.
So I'm going to ask, while you're loading that, Matthew Camp hasn't posted anything in a while. Is that because you just have lost interest and don't do it, or other reasons? I always like to ask people that have channels if they do anything. Okay, I'm all caught up in chat.
But you can see that.
More questions about PowerPoint? Well, yeah, okay. Oh, look, that looks similar to what I was trying to do. Looks a whole lot better, though.
think that's cool how it loads. And this is a beta feature in the Zoom. I think it's cool how it loads directly into the Zoom application, and then you can just click forward and back on it.
Nice.
Yeah, they come up with all kind of features.
Oh, I'm sure.
You can even share files from like your Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever.
I watched one tonight earlier on DaVinci Resolve and some of the settings that people don't know about that are pretty much easy to find. So, I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. So I was only kidding when I said that reminds me of what I'm working on. I haven't done much more with it. I've got to go in and add some.
You need to get on with me one-on-one. Show me how you did that because I've got Blender on my computer. And
Well, there's a joke there, and I could say it, but I won't. But as somebody we all watch quite regularly says, I just discussed that. Rewind the video and watch it. Oh, come on, guys, really?
Well, I've been watching the stream the whole time. And
it was no, I didn't. It was a joke. Okay, yeah, I'll gladly get with you and show you how I done it. Might take a minute because I'm old and I forget things, but yeah, I'll do that. That's cool. He says he lost interest back when this game was mobile and popular. He would screen record gameplay. Okay. And he says, Carrie says you can play music, but you have to stop and talk about it. I've heard that as well. But I don't think ultimately my goal is to do about an hour a night of nothing but music. And just kind of like a technical DJ type thing. And I don't think anyone's going to join in if, okay, let's listen to a little bit of Van Halen. You play about 10 seconds. So let's talk about that. What do you think they were trying to get across during that little guitar riff? You know?
Well, actually, it's got to be scholarly talking.
It's got to be what?
Scholarly, like a college or seriously. In other words, you're using it to teach, not to. Hey guys, what'd you think of that one? Give me another joint. It's like,
well, that's scholarly.
Yeah. Give me another one.
Oh, well,
No.
that adds a different twist on it now.
I don't know how that you can get your copyright claim just for playing 10 seconds. I mean, you could do a whole lot worse. You could get on here and share your audio and start playing the radio over YouTube.
Sure. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm content with where I'm sitting right now. I do kind of want to get back to having, with DaVinci Resolve and eventually with Blender, a little bit of instructional. Hey, look at what I created.
But they can't take away your money if you're not big enough to be monetized.
They can't take away my money because I ain't getting no money. So, they can't take away what I don't have.
The worst they can do is mute your sound on your video, and I haven't even gotten that with those couple of copyright claims that I got.
Worst they could do is take away my channel, and I might lose all the stuff that I've got in there. Not that any of it's that important, but that would be the worst thing they could do.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Well, I've got a couple of things on there that I really don't want to lose, but I don't think that they would do.
So download them and put them on a hard drive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can't you?
They are downloaded and put them on a hard drive. I just put them on there also.
Right.
Because I could imagine using YouTube as almost like I can't think of the word now, but
file storage.
Sure, ghost storage. Yeah, OneDrive from Microsoft.
Yeah, why would you put? That's what I've been doing. If I want to put something instead of taking up my Google Drive 15 gigs or whatever, I just put it up on YouTube and make it private so no one can see it.
So you bring an interesting point up. If you make it private, are you going to be able to watch it or see it?
If I make it private, I'm the only one that can, because I've got a.
Sam shaking his head yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can see it, just no one else.
So once you make something private, can you make it unprivate? Can you go back
Yes,
to public?
you
If
can
you want
make
to,
it,
yeah.
Okay.
but there's a few things on there. There's a few things on there I wouldn't want to make public.
Okay, so, and again, not pointing fingers, not to be mean, not to be malicious, but what is the point of doing a live stream and then making it private afterwards?
Maybe you said political things you don't want me to hear later.
Why not just
Or
delete
if
it?
or if you're just testing it to make sure it'll work and you don't have anybody else. But
Well, I mean, I agree with Alex, but I have a feeling, and I don't know, that keeps 3 hours on YouTube, even if nobody watches it or can watch it.
You mean if you change it to private, it only holds it for 3 hours?
No. If you did a live stream for 3 hours,
Right.
you still have 3 hours there, even though nobody can watch it. I'm guessing. I really don't know.
Am I the only one that's not following the logic here?
Okay, you're doing a live stream right now.
Yes.
Tomorrow you say, I better make that private.
Okay.
Okay. To YouTube, you still have a 3 hour live stream out there, even though Gary and Alex can't see it.
Once I've made it private, you're still able to see it within the 3 hour window? Is that what I'm
No.
understanding?
Yeah, right now.
we're not able to see it at all if you make it private. Any video or live stream you make private, nobody can see.
Right, but you can't make it private until you're done with it, if I'm not mistaken.
I might experiment with it, but I don't see the point. If you to me, you should just delete it. Now I've edited some videos, and I don't think you can even tell they were edited.
No, I think since I did this today, I think when you go in the to do your live stream and it asks you, if is it made for kids or not. I think one of those options is public or private, and I think you can set private even before you go live for like.
I think when you schedule it, you can
Testing
do
or
that,
something.
but I don't know about, and Sam might know, I don't know about when you go just directly live if you can or not.
Well, if it's adult, as adult as YouTube, can you not have somebody sign in beforehand? Sam, if I'm going to make
I'm not sure.
Sam, if I'm going to make a semi-adult YouTube whatever today, excuse me, girls naked from the back, I'm being serious. If you sign in, will that allow you to see it, assuming you're, quote, over 18?
I presume so.
Huh?
I presume so.
Well, I thought YouTube would make you, quote, sign in to prove you're over 18. No? Okay.
I
doubt it. I don't know, but I doubt it.
You can set up a YouTube account and say you're over 18 when you're not.
Sure.
I understand that, but they can't see in my license. I'm holding it up right now. Look, Well, I will admit there's a lady, and she's about as vulgar as you can be. And when I go to watch it, you have to sign in to make sure you're quote over.
I've never experienced that, and I've seen some pretty right there on the edge of things. And some of what I've edited out, I've seen other channels, but I don't want it on mine. I mean, it's
Right.
Lorna and I were talking about this coming home tonight. That Jim said it best the other day. He was saying it to be funny, but he had a good point. This is my channel, and you're going to play by my rules. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. And he was kidding, but it's a good point. So
I hate to say that, but I agree with you totally.
Yeah.
Or him and you.
Yeah. We have never crossed any lines that I'm aware of, other than maybe some of the bombers. And BH Ringer and Blackwatch and Tony have done a good job of keeping those out. And now we're finding out tonight, I haven't seen one bomber in the chat yet tonight. So that's good.
Can they post in chat with this 1 week thing?
The way that I used to do it, sure. I'm not smart in some ways, and I said anyone can post. Well, we saw what anyone can post gets us. It gets us a little bit of a headache at times. But now, in order to say something in chat tonight, you have to be a subscriber for 1 week.
So I'm asking probably Alex and Sam. If I get on there right now and I'm brand new to the channel, if I try to post something, I'm going to type in, "Hey Sam, blah blah blah," and the minute I hit enter, it's not going to show up, is it?
No, it's not.
Copy the inside. It'll just give you an error.
Right. So,
So
Alex, Ken wouldn't be seeing that they didn't show up, would it?
doubt it.
So
Yeah.
you wouldn't know.
I don't
they're
know.
there.
Does anyone know anyone that they can call up real quick and say, "Hey, go look at this real quick and don't subscribe"? Oh wait, subscribe and see if you can. I don't know anyone I can test that out with.
If I call somebody 1:45 in the morning, they'll probably try to shoot me.
You won't have to subscribe.
I don't know, Gary. That's a good question. Robert, any thoughts?
Wakey, Robert.
I really wasn't paying attention, so I didn't hear what y'all said.
You have to
what
be
good I
signed
am,
up
huh?
to- What do the rules mean? Did anybody tell me?
About what?
In order to post in chat tonight, you have to have been a subscriber of my channel for 1 week. So if someone like Allie were to subscribe tonight, I don't think she can post in tonight's chat.
No. No.
No.
Not for a week.
Right. And I don't think it's going to show up. I don't think it's going to show up for me and says, "Hey, Allie wants to post. Do you want to allow it?" I think it's. I don't know how it would work, but I think it's just not going to be there at all. Or
Yeah,
I think
maybe
so.
when they go to
prompt.
right, they might get prompted that you must be a subscriber for 1 week.
No, I'm saying you as the host should get a prompt to allow that person to enter the channel.
That defeats the purpose of doing what you did, though, doesn't it? Somebody make an account real quick and let's test this out. Ah, Tony, doggone it, I didn't see it. No, it's not that.
As my other account, you go to my other account.
I see Sam to the rescue.
Also, I've got a multiple YouTube account. Let me just.
Actually, all you need is an account that has registered.
I only need 831 now, by the way, and I'll be able to get money.
I'll go in with one.
Okay, everybody, let's put 20 accounts in right now.
Exactly.
Please load.
20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40.
Which account am I finding now? On.
Actually, I
So,
was
did you guys
wondering-
do know Carrie streamed earlier tonight on Amazon, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Was it any good? Because I can't figure out how to rewind it. I missed it.
You got to wait until after he finishes it. That's what I heard.
Well, it said it streamed 2 hours ago, but I couldn't figure out how to start it from the beginning.
I mean, I tried to look, but I don't understand how to use Amazon to do that.
Alright, I found it in my other YouTube account. Let me go to the live stream. And
That's not a joke.
Yeah, I don't either, Gary, and I wanted to see it from the beginning, but I couldn't figure out how to go back to the beginning, so I just gave up on it.
Alright.
I thought for a minute, I do think he was trying
Can I share my screen?
He was talking
was trying
about
to-
Dell laptops.
Yeah, 2 Dell laptops, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sponsored.
So, Sam,
you
can
know.
you share your screen to show us what it's showing you when you're doing
Yeah.
this? Look at him. Already
Right.
psychic.
Okay.
Only channel. It's kind of blurry. Are you blurring it
Yeah.
intentionally?
No, mine's pretty bad, and I've got a lot of everything on it. The subscriber mode only. The messages that appear are from people who subscribe to this channel for 7 days or longer,
Okay.
and the learn more button.
So
didn't
that
see
answers that
anything.
question. Cool.
Oh, okay. I had the zoom minimized. My mistake.
Good. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that.
Well, good.
So now we're a technical channel,
Medical.
medical.
Veteran.
Yeah. Gonna start making people tell jokes. I'm kidding. So, what's this thing that Carrie's trying to do with the membership thing? How would that work? You pay X amount of dollars directly to him?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, probably $1.99 a month or something like that.
Okay.
He said he was thinking about it.
Right. Right. And is
I
that to
hope he-
weed out? Is that to weed out all the people that get in there and cause problems?
I think so.
Okay.
Would that only be for would that only be for his live broadcast, and it would still be he would still record it on YouTube, so people that can't pay or don't want to pay can still watch it.
From the way I understand it, no. As he was saying, once you make it, start over, Gary. Once you have to join, and if you notice, there's a little join right up next to the thing there. Once you have to do that for, like Greg said, $1.99, that makes it for the channel, or excuse me, for the video. One that I subscribe to, he does that, and what he does is he gives you questions and answers with him and his wife at night, like Friday and Saturday. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's really cool. And actually, my wife and I and my son, his wife, my daughter, and her boyfriend are looking to do that this spring. What you do is, and I think Blackwatch heard me before, you buy a junker car over the phone. Okay, you go out to, I'm in Detroit, you go out to Missouri, let's say, you buy the car for $150, and not speeding, but you see who gets to Michigan home first. And the expectation is this car is going to fall apart before it gets out of Missouri, and you gotta make it work to get home.
Why can't you speed?
And you say, huh?
Why can't you speed? That takes all the fun out of it.
In a $100 car, you want to speed? that's not against the law. That's a death trap.
Depends.
But I mean, you can probably speed. But the concept is, it's a piece of crap car, and you've got to make it home.
Hey, if we see Robert reach over for a pen, Ken's buying a car, gonna speed. He's taking notes.
Actually, it was Gary that said that.
Well, you said not to speed.
Ken.
I said to speed. I said, why can't you speed?
Oh, it was Ken. Sorry. But the concept is, and the guy that's got this channel, he's got like each of his videos are worth about 900,000 views.
Damn.
But it's a cool concept. You get a really crappy car and see how far you can get it, basically. Usually the one he buys has engine seized, transmission slipping, rear differential leaking, all 4 brakes are seized.
Overheating.
You can get your feet through the floor of the driver's side.
Oh, a Fred Flintstone mobile. Okay, good.
Anybody ever watch any of those restore vehicles, or Will It Run?
Exactly.
Junkyard Digs.
This one is a Vice Grip Garage.
Yeah, I watched that. Derek.
Exactly.
Yeah, he drove that one car back 1,600 miles.
And it shouldn't have made it 500 feet. He bought a C10. I don't know if you've seen the C10 pickup. And the engine was seized. And he finally got it home. Anyway, we're talking about doing something like that. It's kind of a family gathering, I mean, the worst that happens, you leave the car and go home.
Anybody ever watch Puddin's Fab channel? He puts vinegar down the spark plug holes and lets them sit for 2 or 3 days when they're frozen. It frees them right up.
Really?
I don't doubt that. Or Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah, Coca-Cola on the battery terminals years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Or did you ever have a piece of shit, piece of crap car, and put water in the carburetor while it's running?
Nah.
To get rid of the carbon?
No.
I'll put a blurb in the description this time. This stream may or may not contain adult languages.
Okay, Ken, I have a question.
Okay.
I can't seem to change when I go to, I set up the OBS, the stream key and all that today.
Right.
When we did I can't seem to change the title on the live stream. I can't. How do I do
YouTube?
that? Yes.
Just edit it.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
How do I edit it?
Should be an edit video button.
share your screen and I'll see. But yeah, there's an edit. There's a video. You're not going to edit the title for YouTube in OBS unless you have a title screen in OBS. Well, that one's cool too.
See here, if I go here and I go to go live.
Correct. You're good. I'm watching.
I've got a couple of problems actually. I can't change the title.
Sure you
and
can.
I did something to the chat window and can't get it to collapse down. So I need to fix that.
That's a Sam question because he'll know it off the top of his head and it'll take me a minute to figure it out. But once you get that chat to collapse, there'll be an edit button underneath it, and that's how you edit it.
I can't get this stuff, and there's no arrow.
Okay, what you're trying to do exactly in your video?
So you see how his chat is expanded?
Yep.
Underneath that, I guarantee you, there's an edit button, and he wants to edit. He wants to change the title to whatever. I do it all the time.
Okay, scroll down. You have to scroll down. Scroll.
And scroll down anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. On the far right, scroll. Go to the far right, then start scrolling.
Aha.
Maybe then scroll to that bar. See, scroll down. Just scroll down.
Matthew, you know anything about why he can't collapse his chat?
That's what I'm trying to figure out how I can.
Right. Now I'm asking Matthew in the chat room because he can see.
I hit the button to expand it, and then I can't. It wasn't like that when I first started. I hit the button to expand it, and now I can't.
What if you click on the 3 dots up here in the corner of the chat?
Right.
Oh, whoa, stop.
There's
the edit button. Go back over to the right, and there's your edit. Click on that. Oh, there you go. Now,
you can do title
yep. Now you can go back.
And see, this here, you can change it to private or unlisted, so you could have a private.
What I like to do on a video is to have no description. That's what your video title in the description as well, if you don't have a description.
So what's the point of unlisted? Again, I don't know. I'm just asking.
That means
unlisted is you have to give the link to somebody, and they can only view it if you give them the link. Like takes it.
They can't search it by name.
So the difference between private and unlisted is what?
Unlisted means someone has to have. Unlisted means someone has to have a link to be able to view it. Like you have to email it to them. Private means nobody can watch it. Only you.
Unless you share. It says right there you can share it privately. So.
No, what private means, only you can view it. Anyone who's an authorized Google account. Let's say I share it to my parents. They have to log in with their Google account to view it.
Okay.
Unlisted is where anyone who has a link can view it.
It's the same thing with Google Drive. You can share it privately, so people have to log in to be able to download your stuff.
Correct.
Matthew says there isn't a bar below the chat that hide, or is it different? Other than I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not either. But he now knows. So if he scroll back up, and highlight your Alex Cheek live stream up there, or backspace it out, either or. That's how you change the title. Okay. So now. Yep. Now, don't close that out yet. Go over to the far left underneath details. Actually, go put a dot or something in there because you got to have a title. So just put a dot. That'll suffice for now. Okay, now go over to customization to the left and click on that. There's where you set where anyone or subscribers and slow mode. And I set mine to, I never use slow mode. And I usually use anyone, but tonight this is going good. Oh, finally, I got an answer. This is Greek to me, Tony Wallow says. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic. I have to go deal with something in the other room. But I'll leave it running. Alex, Sam can help you out if you have any questions. I'll watch.
Still doesn't. tell me how to get rid of how to get the chat box minimized.
Try the three dots over there on the
Probably
top.
somewhere under that customization
It's
button.
there somewhere. I would go to the three box in the chat. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Let me go deal with this, and I'll come back and we'll figure it out. Because I've had that problem before.
I could turn live chat completely off, and if I do,
nope.
Then if I do that, it takes it away.
Oh, okay.
And I can go back in here.
Turn it on.
Turn it back on. It's saved. But if I turn it back on, it pops it.
So can you click on those three dots right there?
Enabled and
so that can you click on the hamburger?
That's what I want to know.
Can you click on the hamburger dots right there underneath your picture? You see your picture in the upper right-hand corner? Nope, down. Go to your right. Your right. Your other right.
In the stream settings.
No, that's just your stream key and all that information, like where you.
So am I the only one that's seeing the three dots by top chat?
You put into OBS.
Okay, I'll go deal with it. Oh, wait a minute. You guys can't hear me.
Where your accounting is.
Okay, no wonder. I muted myself. I haven't done it. Alex, do you see the three dots underneath your name? Right there. Click on that.
Yes, I do.
Click on pop-out chat.
Okay, if I click on that, this area is still here, but and you see I want to collapse this.
Right. I'm thinking out loud. Okay, restore chat. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go deal with this. I need the TV for 1 second.
Don't want to go at once.
The only thing I could think of is Google it. How to reduce chat box size.
Excuse me.
Well, you would think it'd be something right here. And I wouldn't have to Google it.
You can't resize it like a regular window?
I don't think so. I mean, all I can seem to do is go in here, click on.
It's under, oh.
Go over here and edit it here, and then go under customization. And if I get rid of it, then you can see it's gone. But if I want it back, then it will come back full size.
Looks like Alex got it.
I would Google it.
Did you get it?
See what
Wait
kind
a
of
minute.
responses you find.
Did you get it, Alex?
Nope.
Okay.
I didn't. I just turned it. It's either off or on. I can't seem to collapse it like I had it.
What's under the help?
Okay, I took it away temporarily. I'm going to go over here and stop that from going there. I'm going to jump into YouTube. I'm going to go over over here. I don't think I can do this while I'm live because I think I've tried to do this before, and every time I do, it won't let me because I'm currently live, and it's just going to default, which it does. Okay,
Can't you open
so
up one of your other videos and edit it?
I could, but that's not. Okay, hang on. I've done this before. I've had the same exact thing, and I got to remember how
Not
I.
an OBS setting, is it?
No, it's not a no. It's a YouTube thing, and I think it was. How did
See what I can find on Google.
Everything okay? Was the beeping sound is an alarm clock. Thank you for noticing. It's my Cricket alarm clock that I don't know how to not make it not make noise. Just shy of throwing it outside. How did I do that? Because I had the same exact problem. That one's that one, so there's going to be one over here somewhere. That is not it. Toggle
Yeah,
time
there's a
stamp.
video on it.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Can you post a link in the chat room for it?
Let me see. Copy link. I don't mess this up.
I don't remember how I did. I had this exact same problem one time, and I couldn't. I don't remember how I got it there, and I don't remember what I did to fix it. But I do know it's a YouTube setting. I do know that it's not OBS. Yep, Tony Wallow put a picture of the alarm clock in there, and that's what it is. I was thinking it was the 3 dots, but it's not. That was interesting.
You guys see my chat? You know about the TV remote? Or the
Yes.
TV.
So if I hit F1, it takes me to a new tab and says Google Chrome Help. So that's not it. F2 doesn't do anything. F3, F4, F5, F6. Oh, wait a minute. F6 did something. It just refreshed it. Wow. Uh-oh. Now I'm back. So F7. Churn caret browsing. I don't know what that is, so we're going to cancel that. F8, F9, because I had hit a button. F11 to exit full screen. Now my full screen. F11. F11. That's not it. F11. Ooh, there we go. I get into this all the time. You want to talk about being Greek, Tony? This is Greek to me. So I'm going to close that. All right. Has anybody, Greg, did you say you found something on YouTube about it?
I posted a link in the chat.
Okay. I'm not caught up then. It did.
I'm not sure if it's pretty sure it's a YouTube based on what I searched by.
I don't see a link. Oh, you put it in Zoom chat or YouTube chat?
YouTube.
Because I'm not seeing it anywhere. So I'm going to go back over here. The last post I see is from Tony Wallow. He's got an alarm clock. And then Matthew, then Tony, Matthew, then me. I don't see it.
Pasted it in.
Did you hit enter?
Probably not.
Speaking from experience, I do that a lot.
Probably not. There you go.
Did you forget to hit enter? Still not seeing it. I'm going to leave the globe up for a minute, Matthew, just to see if this goes
I think
through.
he posted on Zoom chat.
That's what I'm thinking. He
I'm
did.
showing 2 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
It's not
No,
in
that's
Zoom chat.
Amazon. That's Amazon.com. Alexa voice remote with power.
It's something that's for Sam.
Oh, okay.
What about me?
The remote you asked, that remote you
Oh,
asked.
yeah, gotcha. Because,
So, Greg, have you
yeah,
posted it to chat? It says, oh, wait a minute. Is he not a mod?
Zoom, yeah.
Oh, wait a
Because,
minute. Good point.
Yeah, because the dog took the remote. All I found was the fact.
Hey, Greg, say hi in the. Wait a minute.
Let me just check. Oh, this is the remote. This is the. Oh, I'm available. Okay.
So, Greg, say.
That's the exact remote I have or had until it got lost.
All of the remotes for the Amazon Fire sticks appear to have the voice search microphone button or whatever.
No, that's alright. If it comes with it, right, if it does, then that's alright.
You guys are funny. So, Greg, say hi in chat for me so I can make you a mod so you can post your link. But I thought you were a mod.
Yeah, I'm blue.
That's what I thought. I'm not.
And
Tony Wallow is clapping his hands, and Tony says you have to be a mod to post. Yes, but I'm not seeing Greg anywhere, and I can't go back far enough, unless I can do it over here. Greg is blue. Yeah, Greg is already a moderator. I thought he was. That's crazy. All right, so let's go back out of here. We'll figure it out. I've done it, Alex, but I swear to you, I can't. If someone were to say, here's $1 million, show us what you did, I'm still broke because I can't remember how I did it.
Remember how you did what? Hide that?
No, I made my chat super big too one time, and I don't know how I made it go back to just being normal. I don't think... So, there's no... I can't go in and set it up because I'm streaming and it won't let me. But I was thinking maybe you could grab an edge or something and move it that way, but I don't think you can do that either.
There's a help button down in the lower left-hand corner. I thought I saw, or an information, one of the two. See if there's anything in there.
Maybe in Zoom. Okay, let's go back over here. I don't see a help button anywhere.
I think it was once he started editing.
Okay, Alex, reshare your screen. Let's attack this from your perspective.
Okay.
It's in the YouTube video. I see it.
You're seeing your...
Is it too long, maybe?
Could be. Oh,
There
yeah.
it
If it's over, what, 200 characters?
Yeah, there it is. I thought once he was in the edit mode, there was an information icon in the lower left.
Okay, so go live. That looks good. That looks good.
Okay, but if I go here and I go to edit, and I go to customization and re-enable my live chat and hit save, then it loads back in. It'll be like that, and I don't see a way to get.
Okay, I'm trying to see. I do go to the lower left-hand corner. There's a box with an exclamation mark in it.
Yeah, right above the stop video icon.
All the way to the left. Right, go up right there. Okay, that's scene feed. That's not it. That's send feedback.
Oh, okay.
So that's not it. So X out of that. Man.
There's 3 dots in the upper left hand or right hand.
Right. We've tried that. Alex, go over there to the left and go not live, but let's see if we can set this up for a scheduled stream and see something. Oh, wait a minute. What are you doing? Oh, you're moving that. Okay.
Okay, click on.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. What size is your screen set to? Your overall screen?
Your resolution.
Your resolution, thank you. What is your
The
resolution?
resolution is the same, but the resolution is native resolution for the monitor.
Right.
The scaling is set to 125. So
Go set it down to 90 a second.
Or 100.
Well, 90 is going to be an obvious change. That's why I picked 90. But try that.
Okay, if I do that, it's gonna force me to log out. So I don't know if I'm going to lose you or not. But
No, not there. Get out of that. Close that. Not there. Open YouTube back or open Google back up. Now go to your nope. Slide all the way to the right. At the top. Here, you know what? I got an idea.
New
I've
options.
got an idea.
Okay, Google.
Might not be a good idea, but I've got an idea. Alex, you need
Right now
to.
in Glen Iris, it's 33 degrees and sunny. Today, it will be sunny with a forecast high of 33 and a low of 17. And tomorrow,
Sam is giving us the weather report.
Yeah, it's hot outside, 33 degrees centigrade.
Alex, you need to go do your thing in TeamViewer so that you can give me a password and send it to me in email and start TeamViewer. And I will see. Not that I'm any better at this, but I'll play with it from my end. I just need you to email me your password.
You know that you can control other people's computers over Zoom?
Yeah.
we tried that, but it's
Yeah, we've experimented with that. I'm comfortable doing this. YouTube, for some reason, has to include spaces of characters, which doesn't make any sense. That's what Matthew Camp is saying. And I don't know that this is going to work. It's just a thought. If I solve it, cool. If I don't, no harm. Haven't really lost anything. Or what I could be doing is paying him back from today. No, I'm just kidding. So 75% of you said, I don't know what I'm doing. Is that what the poll was? I'm telling you, my memory is bad. Right, Bill? Do what, Gary?
What poll?
I saw it.
There's a poll in the
I'm kidding.
chat.
He says memory's bad. I said, what poll? Bada bing, thank you.
We need
That's
BH
Kenneth
Ringer on the
Sanders all
snare
week.
drum.
I'll be here all week.
Thank you.
Sometimes I can't even remember what I had for dinner yesterday.
Yesterday, I don't remember what I had for dinner today.
I had soup and crackers.
How we doing, Alex? You get that changed yet?
yeah, I'm sending it to you.
Okay. I got YouTube with the globe. Where's Doug when you need him? Exactly.
Yeah.
Where is Doug when you need him?
Do you want his phone number?
I got his phone
I
number.
got it too.
Okay, I sent it.
I got his phone number.
He's asleep by now.
Let's wake him up.
Go for it. You do that.
Tell him you're a paying client.
Yeah, really.
Gotta get up.
Hell, I'm going to tell him Ken.
Yeah, thanks, Gary.
Gotta take the dog for a walk. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Okay, you get it yet, Ken?
I got it. I'm working on it. I gotta do some movement around here. What the? Shut up. Put that over there. All right. Did you create that, or was that one that was created for you?
That was one that's created for me.
Good golly, that's. I thought I made some unique passwords. That is just outrageous.
No, yeah, TeamViewer does crazy passwords, and it changes after users.
Okay, I'll let you have the mouse.
Yeah, first I gotta get rid of the echo. Are you guys hearing the echo?
Nope.
What?
What?
I'm not hearing an echo either.
It's on my end. It's fine. Okay. So
Basically,
what happens if you come up here and you make this bigger? Make that bigger. That didn't help. It's not there. I was thinking you could come in here.
Yeah, you can. Right? I prefer to keep that. I would prefer to keep that at normal size, like 100 or 150, whatever, and then just
And change it in the system settings.
and just minimize. I would think there'd be a way on YouTube to. But I don't think me changing the scaling will have anything to do with it, because I know.
What size is your screen? Alex?
It's resolution is normal, but the scaling I've turned it up to 125 so I can see it better.
I really thought that might do it right there. Ideas, anyone? Telephone, Tony Lala. Good one.
I'm looking for replacement modes.
I gotta get rid of that echo. That's killing me. Wow. The microphone picked up her sneezing.
My microphone picks up every noise. I gotta be real careful with it. Turn the volume way down.
Hey, Ken?
Yeah.
What kind of camera do you have?
The Logitech C170.
A crappy one.
Yeah, it's old.
Compared to the C920s, it's a really crappy one.
What do you got, Alex?
It's an original C920
Mm-hmm.
that I've had for like 4 or 5 years now, but it still works great. I've used it more since COVID than I've ever used it.
Same as mine. I have the Logitech C110, and that was
Goodness, I can't even remember how much mine was, but I just know I got it from Best Buy, and it was probably over $100 when I got it, because I think I got it when these C920s were brand new.
Oh, okay. They're like 80 now.
I got C920S for $59.99 last Wednesday.
Yeah, we had a party.
Let's go ahead and jump in the video right now.
Did you chat? You were getting I remember.
So if you are having trouble with your chat window in Streamlabs OBS, go ahead and log out right here.
If you go into YouTube and search how to resize chat in YouTube, you get results.
Yeah, that's what I'm attempting to do right now.
I can't buy screen.
And here's what it says: how to get a custom YouTube chat in OBS Studio.
I'm back in about 5.
We'll be here. Yeah, I seen one for OBS. I seen one for Streamlabs. That's OBS. But the bad thing is I had the exact same problem, and I can't remember what I did to fix it.
And there's another one how to change the subtitle font, size, and color on YouTube.
Okay, Alex, you're not running OBS right now, right?
Correct. I am not. Well, maybe that don't tell me how to just resize the chat box over here.
Matthew Camp, the same team viewer was the cause of it last time. It stopped when you guys closed it. Okay, well, let's take care of that problem. So that should have killed team viewer. It didn't. Of course not.
Therefore, when you have to pay for it.
Now it would. Now it's killed, and then the echo's gone. Okay, so Alex, you kind of.
I think it's because TeamViewer likes to share computer sound.
Correct, it does share computer audio.
Yeah, I
Turn it
again,
off.
I could figure that out too, but I put up with it. But I'm more concerned with not being able to solve Alex's issue. I had the same exact thing before, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how I fixed it. Wow, there it goes. Golly, that's a horrible lag all of a sudden. So,
here's a video that says Google Hangouts tutorial lesson 22. Maximize, minimize, or hide and resize chat windows. And they're displaying a YouTube video in the description.
man, all of a sudden that lag has gotten horrible. I wonder if TeamViewer had something to do with that.
So inside the project manager, I'm going to get a new project,
That's
and I'm
DaVinci
just going to call
Resolve.
this.
That was misleading as hell. Okay, can you post that link, Greg?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no, Matthew. No one thinks at all you're complaining. I value your input on trying to help us out. No problem whatsoever. Every little eye and ear that's helping on this, not going to hurt nothing. So let's see what the poll says. 75-25. So if Greg can post that link, go ahead and just get rid of that. Did you find? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That is real interesting. So I click on that. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Please come back. Yeah, good, it did. Let's try opening it in a new link. YouTube. Now I get something called "Oops, something went wrong." It'll come up on YouTube here in a minute. All of a sudden, the lag is gone. So that's what I get when I click on your link. That's interesting. So you went to YouTube. What'd you put in the search parameter?
You caught me with a mouthful of chips.
No worries. I just want to know what you put in.
I went to YouTube and I put in how to resize chat in YouTube. It's only a 3-minute video.
Okay. And then which one did you scroll down to?
Halfway down, I think.
How to change subtitle font and size and color on YouTube. That's not it. How to enable super chat in YouTube, step by step. OBS, how to use YouTube chat, how to send private message, how to resize your YouTube player to large, not full screen. Could that be what you've done, Alex? Is you've resized it to large, but it's not full screen?
Yes, I think.
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna blur out this so I don't catch a violation. Oh,
Hi,
look, there's
guys.
Gary.
Right, this is an interesting one.
Where?
Now, I had a few questions the other day, and a lot of
I had to
people,
go to the
or a
kitchen.
lot of videos I've been watching,
Peanut butter.
people have been saying, well, what the heck they've been doing with YouTube, and you can't get your video size, you can't get the video to
Streaming.
sort of medium size like they used to. Well, I found out how to do it, so I just thought I'd
There's
put up a
Darren,
quick
everybody.
vid just to show you. Just gonna open, I'll open one of my vid logs here, look. Right, it'll shut me up a minute. Right, now what you got to do, if you go down here to settings, click on that one, then you've got your speed and your player size, your small and your medium. Now that's not full screen. If you click on that one, it takes you up to the large size.
I don't think that's
not
it,
full
but that's
screen.
interesting.
Obviously just click outside the box and it gets rid
Try
of
that,
the
Alex, and
little
see
settings
if you
box.
can do that or not. I don't think you
there we
can because
go.
I don't
So
think
if
that's
you're
the
missing
answer.
your
Okay, I wasn't watching. What is the possible solution?
Let me share. I don't think that's the solution at all. Actually, he was just saying to change the player size to.
But that's on the YouTube video, not the.
Not yeah right okay, that's what I'm saying. All right, so let me keep looking here. Oh man, this has got to be how to chat overlay. A possible way to fix if YouTube font is too small or too big. Well, it doesn't deal with the font. How to moderate live chat on YouTube. That has nothing to do with it. Let me separate the word you and tube in my search instead of that. Nope, that's the same thing.
If you click on the YouTube window, in the upper left, there's 3 lines. You click on that and scroll down, there's some settings down there.
Yeah, I see that on mine. So let me share this. So you're talking about You're talking about right here, settings. I don't see anything that's going to affect YouTube though. You and Google, autofill, privacy, security, appearance maybe?
Possible.
Possible. Okay, so that's theme, page zoom, page zoom, mark. I don't know. I'm going to say that's not it. So let's figure out how to get out of that. How do I close that? Google. Close that right there. Okay. So I typed how to resize chat in YouTube, and I'm not getting anything close to what Greg was saying. And I've scrolled down to
I'm not either. It's all about how to put the chat in OBS and stuff like that.
Right, right. And if I go over here to this, these 3 buttons, I can pop it out, but that's not solving the issue. And then if I make this full screen right here, then that just makes it full screen, so that's not solving the issue. I'll play around with it the next time I go live and see if I can figure it out, because we could sit here and chase this all night and not get anywhere. It's just mind-boggling that plus, aha, aha, he says.
Light bulb went off.
No, it worked. There's no light bulb. This actually worked. Okay, so I'm going to go back to sharing my screen because Okay. So, you guys can, I'll share this to the YouTube world as well. All right. As soon as it catches up, because the lag for some reason has gone to horrible, and I do mean horrible. Okay, so right here, click on this. Right now it's set to 110. Just focus on the chat right here on the left. I'm going to plus that to 125. I'm going to plus that to 150. I'm going to plus that to 175. So it's right here, Alex, is where it's at. Now, it might also have something to do with your resolution you have set on your machine specifically, because I clearly am making this bigger. Or am I the only one seeing that?
Oh, I see it. It's good on my old eyes.
Right, so now it's 250, and Stevie Wonder's reading it to us. So now we're going to take it back to 200, 175, 150.
Okay, mine's set on 100. Mine's set on the default of 100. And if I make it smaller,
right,
yes, it'll make the screen smaller, but the chat window is still
right. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's because of the screen resolution you have set on your settings for the computer itself.
Probably has to be a little bit lower.
Something. It's got to be changed something. Now, if I reset it, like you said, it's going to kick me out, and I don't want to do that. But if you can go in there and change your settings and then go back and change it, I think you're going to find that box will reduce. I mean, to me, that looks like that's the answer. I could be wrong, but that looks like that expanded that super big like yours is, and it retracted it once I was doing that. Does that make sense?
Okay, I'm gonna try to. I don't know if it's gonna disconnect.
Well, if it does, just reconnect. Everything, the link is active. All you gotta do is just click on it; it'll reconnect.
I know. I'm just letting you know. I don't know if it's
Sure.
going to disconnect.
No worries.
Shouldn't.
Or we could do it from TeamViewer, and I can reboot. Never mind, he's gone. Because that's the only thing I can think. When I was doing it, it got bigger based on my screen resolution, and it got smaller. The only thing that's different, his screen resolution is different than what mine is. Boy, I must have really threw them people for a loop, because they haven't gotten back to me now in nearly an hour. I bet they're trying to figure out a YouTube chat box size. I like doing things like that. Oh, he's back. Can you hear us, Alex?
Yes.
Cool. Why don't you share your screen and let's see what the results are. If you don't mind. Okay. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. I gotta stop watching that movie. Want to really have some fun?
Okay, but the chat window's still there, and it's just smaller, so that didn't make.
Yeah, but go up to the three dots next to your name up there and change it up here and see if it goes. Not there. Up, 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 up. Not there.
Right.
Up, up. Keep going. Right. There you go. Now change that and see what happens. Oh my gosh, look, it's getting bigger, but the whole screen's getting bigger, whereas mine didn't. Okay, why is yours not doing what mine did? Sam? Take that down to 90. Okay. Okay, let's go.
I would rather have my custom scaling set so my taskbar and all that is bigger, and then just zoom
Right, but that solved it right there. When you change your resolution and then you go in here and change it, that's perfect. That's normal.
I'd rather just leave the resolution at 125 and then just change it on the Google Chrome. So.
But can you do that and get it? Okay, so try that. Reset your resolution to 125. That, to me, I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but to me that looks like that's exactly what you were trying to do.
Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to totally collapse the chat box.
100% close the chat box? No chat box at all?
Close the chat box without disabling the chat in the edit settings.
I don't think that can be done.
Without going in here and going to customize and turning off the live chat and hitting save, I want to get rid of that box.
That's the only way you can do it, just like that. You just answered your own question. Because if you go back into customization and bring up live chat, that box is going to reappear. And you hit save, that box is going to come back. That's the only way you're going to make that chat box disappear. Because
but
now
I could have sworn that when I first did my first live before I hit a button or something, when I first got on the screen and started looking at it, that this box wasn't here before I.
On the 30-second one you did earlier today?
Yes.
I'll watch it afterwards, but if it wasn't, you said it that way. Because go back over there to customization or edit and then customization. Now uncheck live chat replay first. That doesn't go away. Now save it. Right. All that does is your live chat when this is replayed is not going to be there.
Right.
Now, go back into edit and uncheck live, leave that unchecked, uncheck live chat, save it. That's going to go away. I'm pretty sure that's the only way you're going to make that go away. Now, the real test would be if you were to live stream right now, I don't think anybody can chat because the chat box is not there.
No, nobody would be able to chat.
Right.
No. That's not a big deal to me. But.
Okay, so that's the way that you could do it. And if chat's not that big of a deal, I would just leave it set like that at all times. I thought you were just trying to shrink it down. I misunderstood what you were trying to do. Now that I understand, you're trying to just make the whole box go away. Pretty sure that's it. So reset everything to 125 and then play with it in here how you like it. We got CA and US going back and forth between BH ring. Did I miss something in chat? So Alex is going to temporarily leave us again because he's going to reset his resolution.
See, when you make it subscribers only, it changes the statement that it has in the chat box. It says chat publicly as instead of say something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what it normally says when I watch videos.
Oh, yeah, it does. It says chat publicly as Ken Stout. I see that now. Good eye. I never noticed that. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. I think a week is fair. Because like we were talking last night, I don't think anyone's going to subscribe and in a week from now go, oh, wait, Ken's live. Let's go in there and, create havoc or whatnot. So Alex is back. I want to check something. I may have inadvertently changed the setting over here a while ago. Oh, I know what I might have done. Man, that is horribly slow. Okay, so I went in here earlier, and I bet you if I kill this one, and then go back over here to edit, and Customization. Save. Let's see how long that takes to go into effect. Apparently it won't go into effect. I removed the chat on my streaming, but
Oh yeah, I see that. I see that over here on the.
But I still see it on the live stream itself. Is chat still there?
Yeah, it's still active on
Right.
YouTube.
Even though
I got the chat popped out on mine, and it won't let me. I just typed in something, and it says chat has been disabled.
Yeah.
In red, so it won't.
It's interesting. I'm trying to see something in here. So I thought you could change the latency while you were live, but apparently you cannot. Because I'm looking for that now. That's why I've got it blurred. So details. Nope, you cannot. Okay, cancel. So chat's back over here for me. I was thinking that the reason that was so slow was because I had opened another tab. No, that's not it. That. Oh, now chat is disabled for this live stream. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I re-enabled it, I thought. Okay, so you can change that. You can change that in the middle of live streaming. That's good to know.
Yeah, because I just put
if I refresh the page, the chat will come back. Okay, it's
then Greg just posted, so even though it shows up here, that's not accurate. Okay, cool. The things we learn. So Alex, you got it set back the way you like it now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't affect the. It doesn't seem to affect the Chrome or anything. It just mainly is for the
YouTube chat.
It just mainly is for the taskbar and the other windows. But as far as like the
Okay, but if chat's not that important to you on your streams, then just make sure that live chat is unchecked and it won't be there. That's kind of how I see that. But I'm concerned that right now, if I hit Shift E, I'm not going to time it. I'm just going to see how long it takes. Wow, that is slow. PH Ringer's throwing in the white flag. He's giving up. Yeah, I think I'm about to throw in the white flag too. It's 12:43. I'm actually going to try to go to bed at a decent hour tonight. So, this has been fun. I learned something, which is good. I learned something earlier with Alex today, which is good as well. Go back to here. So it shows I have 6 concurrent viewers, and then the top one says I have 4 concurrent viewers. I think we have a little competition between icons going on over here. Alright, open Task Manager and see if you're taking up resources, is what Matthew Camp says. Well, I'm not going to know how to act. 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm about to end this. I'm not going to know what to do. But I am going to end it. Like I said, I want to get to bed by a decent hour, which 1 o'clock is going to be decent for me. Matthew Camp, thank you for being here on the YouTube live stream. Tony Wallow, as always, it's a pleasure to see you here. BH Ringer, you're both in Zoom and on the YouTube chat. Can't talk. Greg, thank you so much. Gary,
Anytime.
thank you. Alex, thank you. And again, I want to thank you for this afternoon. I thought that was very successful.
I'll be available tomorrow if you decide you want to connect again.
Well, A, the day ends in a Y, and B, I probably will be both streaming and Zooming. Just let me know. I'm surprised Darren didn't join us. He probably, oh, you know, he's probably stuck in the snow. B.H. Stringer sent me something about people in his neck of the woods that are snowed in right now, so he might be snowed in.
We got another 5 today, for what it's worth.
You got how much? So you got 5 inches on the. I mean, you got an additional 5 inches on the ground.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we're gonna end on the pleasant note of talking about the S word that I don't want to talk about. Thank you, Tony. Good night, Gary. Thank you, everyone else. If I missed you, Jeff, I know you're gone, but thanks for being here. I will see. Huh? Yeah, snow. What's that? Mel Brooks. What's that from? Young Frankenstein? Not Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Is it Young Frankenstein?
No, Men in Tights, I think.
Yeah, I don't either. All right, I'm going to end it. Thanks. I'll see everyone
Bye.
tomorrow night. Good night. Bye for now.
See y'all tomorrow.
Bye. Thanks, guys.